Hello dear students, so we will continue the same chapter, that is chapter number 7, Getting to Know Plants. And today we are going to discuss about different parts of flower. So let's begin. Flowers vary in size, shape and color. But all flowers have the same basic parts. The main parts of flower are pedicel and thalamus, calyx or sepals, corolla or petals, androecium or stamen, gynoecium or pistil. First, pedicel and thalamus. The flower is borne on a stalk called pedicel. The uppermost end of the pedicel is swollen. This swollen part of the pedicel is known as the thalamus or receptacle. It bears all the four whorls of a flower. Second, calyx or sepals. The outermost whorl of a flower is calyx. It consists of leaf-like structures called sepals. Sepals are usually green in color. Sepals also protects the flower during the bud stage. Corolla or petals. Corolla is the second whorl of a flower. Each segment of the corolla is known as petals. Petals are usually brightly colored due to the presence of pigments. The bright color, sweet smell and nectar attracts the insects. Next, androecium or stamens. It is the third floral whorl which is composed of one or more male reproductive organs called stamens. Each stamen consists of a thin stalk called filamen and two-lobed head called anther. The anther and filamen are connected by a connective tissue. Each anther lobe has two pollen sacs which are filled with pollen grains. Pollen grains are minute in size and take part in reproduction. Next, gynoecium or pistil. Gynoecium is the fourth whorl of a flower which is composed of one or more female reproductive organs called carpel. Each carpel consists of an ovary, style and stigma. The stigma is the terminal part of the pistil. It is sticky, rough and hairy. Stigma is meant for receiving pollen grains during pollination. The style is the thread-like structure which connects the stigma with the ovary. It is meant for raising the level of the stigma. The basal swollen part of the pistil is called ovary. The ovary bears ovules on a swollen tissue called placenta. Each ovule contains the female reproductive cell or egg. For a flower to develop into a fruit and form seeds, pollen grains must be transferred from its anther to the stigma. And here in this diagram you can easily see that the pollen grains are transferred from one flower to the stigma of another flower with the help of insects. And this process is known as pollination. So the transfer of pollen grains from an anther to a stigma is called pollination. Other agents which helps in pollination are wind and water. After pollination, the ovule changes into seed and the ovary develops into a fruit. So students, I hope you have understood all the topics covered in this video very well. Thanks for watching this video.